Greetings, this is Alan Gayton from North Georgia RESA. This is our third video in the series on Google Basics. This video we will cover grading assignments. But first I wanted to show you something about managing your classes. So if you're on the class page, one of the things you can do is reorganize the way things are laid out. You can also click on the three dots on a class and do a couple of other things such as edit the information about the class, make a copy of a class, or archive. Archiving a class is something very important when you're done with a class. What it will do is then remove the ability for people to go in and change the class, but you can still reuse posts and things like that if you need them. So I'm going to click into our history class that we were working with in the last video, and I'm going to go to the classwork tab. In the classwork tab, we can see that we've got some of the different assignments that we've made and other materials. I'm going to click on our Civil War paper, and then I'm going to come down to View Assignment. Alternatively, you can also go over to the left-hand side and click the three lines, the hamburger tool, and go to the to-do list and also get to everything that you need to work with. One of the nice things about the to-do list is you can see what needs to be graded. When you're done with it, you can choose to mark it as reviewed, and it will go in the reviewed tab so that you can kind of keep clearing things out of the way. So let's click on this document, and now we can start grading the assignment. Well, the first thing we want to do is look and see who's turned it in and who hasn't. So it shows us that information, shows us the student list and all of that. One of the things I really like about the way Google Classroom does this is you not only see who has turned in things, but you can also see who has been assigned the assignment but you haven't yet turned it in. And you can even take a look at their documents as well. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can grade things. Of course, if it's something that they've turned in that's work, you'll want to click on the work. That'll open it up, and you can see the files that they're supposed to be working on. Over on the right-hand side, there's a file window where you can see everything that they've turned in. If they've turned in more than one file, you can read through it, see what they've done. You can then pop in a grade if you want. So let's say we're going to give this person a 80, like that. And then there's something that we need to do before we send it, before they can see the grade that they have, and that's return it. By returning it, then the student gets the grade and they can see what they've done. Otherwise, if you don't return the grade, it just sits there and they don't know that they've gotten a grade on it yet. So you click return, and it will say, hey, students will be notified and can check any grade you've left. So you click return, and the grade goes to the student. Now, at that point, you can close the paper, and you're back at the grade thing, and you'll see there that it's updated. You also notice, though, that you can come in here and click on the grading area there and grade there. So if it's something where you don't need to see what they've done, you can just add grades in there. And you can actually return multiple papers back at one time by checking all the graded ones and then clicking return if it's highlighted, something like that. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. One other place that you can go is to go to the grades area, and in the grades area you can also add grades for students on things that they've done. So that's how you can get grades in really quickly. It's a nice, easy way to manage things. If you want, you can also go into the grading area and turn on the grade calculations so that you can have an overall grade. And you can either do total points, or if you want, you can do weighted categories. The information is out there on the internet if you want to follow up with that. So that's how you can grade your students' work and get it back to them.